I really want to insist on one critical character of us human being, and that is complaining. You see, we like to complain a lot, whether it's whether we're blessed, we are in Egypt, we are in transitions, we have crossed the Red Sea, or whether we have or not, we will always, as a human being, have something to complain. But you see, I was just reading this book of Exodus, and then I start thinking, imagine these people, after all the miracle they have seen, still a little challenge that they had been they would have to face, they complain as if they never seen any miracle in their lives, to a point they even wanted to go back to Egypt. They refer many times, it's better that we were there, it's better than they were there was a food, and it's the same thing in our days today. When we go through little challenge, it's become so easy and very familiar for us to go back into our old and complaining and thinking that was much better, or sometimes we even think last year was better than this year, I can do this and I can do that. I mean, we complain a lot, and that is also lack of trust. That means that we don't trust God that much. Even after all the miracle we see in our lives today, how many miracle do you receive? Like, let's say every day, like the life that you have, being able to breathe normal, able to go to work, able to eat normal. There are people in the hospital. There are people who doesn't even know their next meal, how they're gonna get their next meals, how their next meal is gonna come into the table, like, and so many examples. But my point is, when we dwell into complaining, we give birth to lack of trust. And when we give birth to lack of trust, what comes is we break all the covenant. We're assured that now, I mean, we're assured of the darkness. We are now back into captivity. We are now back into the darkness. There is no light, there is no hope, there is no peace, there is no joy, there is no love. And all it starts by complaining, and then from there, lack of trust, and from there, we break all the covenants with God. And for us to go back to get those things back, to put the puzzle back together again, we go back again to the terms and conditions, to do what God has asked us to do, to walk with Him, to be the children that He wants to be proud of. He wants to call as His children, His people, His gracious, like, we have to pay our price. We have to do exactly what God is asking us to do. Often it's very difficult to hear, and especially to want to put into practice. But if you challenge yourself, but if you say, I'm willing to do God ways, I'm willing to walk with God, I'm willing to put this old garment away and try my best. And I don't want to lie to you that there won't be a try. Of course, God Himself will try you, will test you to see. Because don't you think these people were also tested by God? Do you think God wouldn't just let water and food and whatever flow wherever they are? But God also wanted to know, what am I doing with these people? Will they really trust me, even after all they have seen? Okay, that was for Pharaoh, but what about them? You see? Because that part was for Pharaoh and Egyptian to see and to know that this is really God of Israel, and this is God This is a mighty God that we have to worship, to believe, and get rid of our idols, and and our gods. But now God comes to his own people. The same as for you and me today. How many times God comes to us today and really test us, really see, okay, I've given you this and that, Evelyn. Now I will take this one, or I will close this door, or I will shut down these people, or I will raise these enemies against you, and just see how often would you come back to me? How quickly will you come back to me and say, Father, here I am, without your help, without your power, without your mighty hands, I cannot be delivered from this. And I trust you that you have delivered me yesterday, the day before yesterday, even with this one. There is no anyone else like you. You are God of my fathers. You are God that delivered me yesterday. You are God that say you are, I am. You will do this for me. I trust you today. I trust you yesterday. And I will trust you tomorrow. And I trust you tomorrow too. And after tomorrow, and after tomorrow, and after tomorrow. And on top of that, continue to ask the grace of God to help you walk God's way. And this is trying to burn those old garments and continue to wear good God garments every day. Remember, God have new garments every day of his glory and his beauty. Even said to Moses, dress my people with the new garment of my today glory and beauty. And why would you want to walk with yesterday garment that has all the trash and the lies, the unfaithfulness, the adultery, the complaints, the poverty? You just want to drop them down and wear the new garment of God, glory and beauty that carry all that you need, that you want, and focus on one day at a time, because God wants us to live today and never think of tomorrow or worry about tomorrow, because he is God that will provide everything for every day, because he promised that, and because he's God. Be blessed.